Good morning, grade one. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy you're here. Let's begin our morning, our story, our lesson with a handshake. So you can extend your arm towards the screen, and I will say to you, "Good morning, my dear student," and you're gonna say, "Good morning, Mr. Flores." Up and down, up and down. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome to my house. Let's start with a song you all know. Don't be shy to sing it loud and proud, okay? You have a beautiful voices and it's a beautiful song. This is a new day to begin again, to look for the beam that appears in our dreams, a day to sing, a day to smile, and to be happy one more time. A day to sing, a day to smile, and to be happy one more time. In this new day, I won't look at myself, and I will finally be a good human being. Facing the sun, I'm going to walk, and with the moon I'm going to fly. Facing the sun, I'm going to walk, and with the moon I'm going to fly. Sí, señor. And before continuing, why don't we review some of the sounds we already learned from our letters in the alphabet? What's the sound for this guy here? Can you say it louder? Zzz, like the buzz of a bee. Zzz. Good. Let's do another one. Bing. Oh, this is an angel letter, angel sound. What's the sound for this letter? Do you remember what was the hand gesture for letter I? Letter I, the letter we're just reviewing. If we had a box and we had Toño here, Toño is I, inside the box. I. Okay, letter I. Could you do that with your hand? I. What about this one? Oh, that's a tricky one because it could be two different letters depending where the head is turning. Well, this one here is letter Q, like in the word queen. What will be the sound for letter Q? Qu, 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 queen. Okay. And finally, oh, what's the sound for this one? Letter V and the sound like in the word valley. What's the sound? Could you do that for me? There you go. Good. So let's remember the story we are learning this week. This is a story about a girl called Aponibolinayen. She lived somewhere in the Philippines, which are islands very far away from here, but not that far that some of you guys have come from there, and some of you guys have visited there. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, let's remember the story. On our story, Aponibolinayen was caught by a climbing plant, and she was grabbed by it, and she was brought to the skies. Once she got there, she hid in a palm tree and see the sun go how the sun went to work every day. She decided to break into his house and prepare a meal for herself and slept on his bed. But the sun suddenly arrived and saw her. So that's how the story has gone so far. She was asleep, and the sun decided to let her sleep for the rest of the night. But early, the sun, in it, as it was called back then, in it, decided to as well to prepare breakfast for his guest, kind of guest. So he prepared breakfast, but he didn't have something nice to offer. So he went outside in the night to cut some fish in the river. And lucky for him, she was able to cut some fish. And so he went back home and prepared his breakfast for her. But while all of this was happening, Aponibolinayen woke up. And when she had a chance, she escaped. And she went back to the palm tree where she was hidden. The son was very sad. In it was very sad to find that she had left. When she opened the door of his bedroom, she was not longer there, and she looked for her around the house. Where is the woman that looks like a flame? He asked himself. Then he realized, oh, it's time to go out for work. He was a bit late. So he went out for work, for his work, and his work is come to the sky and bring and give us light and warmth. Um, It was a tough day for him. He couldn't concentrate on his work as much as he wanted because he kept thinking about this woman that looked like a flame, the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, and he had seen a lot. Um, that when he finished his shift, he went back home, and what was his surprise when he came inside his house? Dinner was ready for him. Who prepared this? He thought. Do you know who did it? Yes, Aponibolinayen. When she saw him going out for work, she uh, went into his house again and she prepared some fish and rice for him for his dinner, to have for dinner that night. And this happened a couple of times for several days. Every time the sun went out for work to shine above us, above the world, Aponibolinayen went inside his house to prepare dinner for him. And when he arrived home, dinner was ready. So one day, and during all these days as well, the son couldn't sleep well. He couldn't concentrate as well. He was always thinking about the women. Why is she doing this to me? Why is she so kind? If she doesn't want to meet me, she's troubling my mind so much. He thought. And one day, one evening actually, as the son was coming back home, he decided to arrive a bit earlier. It was getting closer to the winter days when the shifts for the sun are shorter. So, getting closer to the winter, he decided to arrive earlier to his house, and he went in very quietly, and she was there in the kitchen. She got surprised. Aponibolinayen got even mad because she was caught there. She didn't want to be seen, but she was caught. Um, um, she was caught. So she finally had to talk to him. They became friends and they became acquainted. And one day, after several nights, several dinners, in it, the golden sun asked for Aponibolinayen to marry him. And they got married. And I'm going to stop my story now, and I will continue my story tomorrow. Okay? Um, yes, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.